What's going on, guys, girls? Rob with you here. Got the wild looking gloves on. I know that, but we're gonna wear them today. And lunchtime here. What 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m. 12:34 p.m. here on the East Coast. Um, Couple of bits of news. I don't know whether people have heard. Obviously, if you don't watch NHL, you probably won't hear it. Um, but Dave Tippett, the Edmonton Oilers, what's up, Philip? Edmonton Oilers coach, and they came out. This is a team that came out of the gate hotter than anybody, and right now they're just on the precipice of a playoff spot with 15 games, 18 games to go, 16 games, something like that to go. Dave Tippett looks like he's on his way out of Edmonton. I won't be surprised at all if Tippett's fired today. It could happen, but I fully expect by the weekend Dave Tippett to get fired. New coach, I think, will be Mike Babcock. I think Babcock is the perfect fit in Edmonton. Um, the goalkeeper comments that Dave Tippett made. It's really unfortunate that he even went there, and then to go there, and then now to kind of push the envelope even further. I don't think that's what Edmonton needs. Um, so we're gonna hold and see. We're in a holding pattern. What's up, kindly? Been a long time. It has been. And so we'll hold in a holding pattern there and see if Dave Tippett does get number one fired, and then number two, if they do in fact hire Mike Babcock. NFL news now, or college news, whichever way you want to go first. Jim Harbaugh. It's what's up, John? It's 90% that Jim Harbaugh is leaving Michigan, but it is rumored that he is not heading toward the Bears. I'm hearing other rumors that he may be heading elsewhere, and I'll tell you the destination that I'm hearing in a minute. What has happened is the AD pretty much pulled him in a room and said, "Jim, are you still going to be our coach?" And by all indications, Jim Harbaugh has declined to make comment. A few reasons behind this. Jim Harbaugh's going to the NFL. Number one, the team that you'd be coaching is playing this week. So why would you want to make a comment about that team this week? Number two, I think they're in the middle of a playoff battle. Okay? All right. So that narrows the field a lot right there. The team that I think he's going to. But I don't think it's a Bears. I do not think it's a Chicago Bears. I think the Bears may be going a different direction. We'll see. But this could be a bomb if he indeed goes to the team that I think that he's going to. And we could find out. We'll find out, I think, within the next 7 days. Unless his team makes the playoffs. If his team makes the playoffs, then we could definitely be seeing a few weeks before it's announced. Okay? But I still think he's going to a perennial or possible playoff team. I don't think he's heading to the Bears. I don't think he's heading to the Vikings. I don't think he's heading to the Washington football team. Washington Admirals, Washington, whatever you want to call them. I don't think he's heading to the Giants. I think he's heading out west. He's had success out west. I think he goes back out there, and we'll see what happens. And it could be one of two teams because the Chargers are not happy with their coach as well. But I'm hearing the Raiders. Um, is who I'm hearing, and that would be very, very interesting if Jim Harbaugh goes to the Vegas Raiders after all this that's went through with them over the last 10, 12 weeks. They got a kid sitting on the sidelines now that has manslaughter charges against him, and then a couple of other folks that are sitting in jails now that have other cases in front of them. So it's not an easy thing to be the head coach of the Vegas Raiders, but you're in a position where you don't have to, everything's at your fingertips in Vegas. So and pretty good weather for 8 months. 8, 9 months of really good weather. Harbaugh's been coaching Michigan, University of Michigan, for a good many years. Prior to that, he was with the 49ers. And then, obviously, before that, he was with the Stanford Cardinal. When he left the 49ers to go to the Michigan Wolverines, I'm sure the number one thing was, number one, you got to beat Ohio State. And he finally did that this year. So I don't think the seat is so hot on Harbaugh that he couldn't stay if he wanted to. But what more can he do? Are they perennial national champion powers? I don't think so. Yeah, you might be able to beat Ohio State here and there. Yeah, you might be able to beat Michigan State here and there. Yeah, you might be able to beat Penn State here and there. I think he had as good a season as he can possibly wish for in Michigan this year, in Ann Arbor. And I think he's moving on. I really do. Hope Darlow's doing well. Any snow still on the ground there? A little, not much. We're going to get a little bit tonight. We're going to get about an inch and a half. John Wise. She says hello. Darlene says hello. Yeah, we finished up our World Series, 2019 World Series. You need to go back and watch that. Vicky says hello too, says John. Hello. Let me also come out and publicly state I have issued an invitation to someone out here in YouTube land that is a very, very popular person. And he's a CEO of a company. It runs his company very, very well. And you see him a lot of times on Monday and Thursday nights on play.com, PLAAY.com channel on YouTube. His name is Keith Avalon. I've invited him to come on live on this channel. And not only come on live, but come on with the Jabronies. And a live Q&A, 45 minutes to an hour. Anytime he wants to, day, evening, night, whenever. I would love and hope that anyone that watches the channel would come out and support us that night. I think it would be very awesome. I would bring it up about the red, white, and blue racing, um, pedal to the metal, I would bring it up to him and see how he reacts to it. Um, I think it could be nothing but good for him. He could be at his workstation, show off all his games. We could ask questions. Um, have a whole panel here. We'd have me and Keith, Harris, Tim, maybe Anthony, Matt Sharver's big into the play.com stuff. Anybody that's big into it, Ken Castro could come on live with us. Anybody that plays a lot of the games or is interested in learning more about it, come on live with us. I love the Pedal to the Metal edition. I don't always do duels. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. And that's the thing. I would like to find out what Keith feels about that and how people interpret his games. There's a lot of in-depth questions I think we could ask that you really can't ask when you're just on the sidelines. What's up, Darius? And I think it would be cool. I really do. I think it would be very, very cool to get him on the channel. If we're able to, I will advertise it. I will make sure everyone knows what time, the date, and if we're able to get him on here, yeah, I will definitely. I'm gonna definitely have a cast of guys with us. That if I for a second have to go to the restroom, if I'm drinking water, somebody else has got a question shooting it out of their mouth, ready right there. So, and that's what I want. I want people to be as natural as they always are on the channel, and I think it could be nothing but good for us to find out the information we want to find out. And I don't think it'd be nothing but good for Keith to be able to get it out there. And hey, 45 minutes to an hour, not a lot of time. I'm hoping that he can afford us that time. We'll see. We'll see. I told him I fully understand with a company growing the way it is. If you don't have the time, I understand. But we're going to see. We're going to see. With a 2-hour time difference, it might make it easier. It might make it tougher. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And Darius, what you got there? In defense of Tom Brady, all you had to do is watch Tom Brady's post game conference. All he said was, "We want to help you, guy. We want to help you, guy." Arians, on the other hand, he said he's no longer a Buck, which he still is. They have not gotten rid of him yet. Antonio Brown is still a Buccaneer right now. He could play this week. So I don't think he will, but I'll tell you, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised at anything. Had a 2-week break from substitute teaching, turned into a 3-week break. Yeah. They were off here this week in this county. They're off all the way until the 10th. Former Mets GM Zach Scott found not guilty of DWI charge. No comment there because I don't know anything about it. I don't know one piece of evidence that's been admitted. So I will withhold comment on that. Yes, if we are able to pull the coup and get Keith Avalon to come in live with us, I will come on a couple of times prior to advertise to let you guys know we're going to be on here. To also let you know that if you do come, you know, bring your bring your big boy gloves with you. And when I say that, ask good questions. Um, bring you something to drink, bring you something to eat. Um, so that kind of thing. 45 minutes is not a long time, and we're not going to hold him past that. If I promise him that, if I'm able to get him in at 6:30, 7:15, 7:30, that's going to be it. So I'm hoping prior to maybe one of his shows that he can come on here and then go live on his channel, which would be good. I'll be there for sure when Keith is there. Mid-February is when new Scram and NASCAR sets of red, white, and blue racing come out. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stuff we can ask. Yeah, there's so much stuff we can ask. Um, you know, what's his go-to games? What's his games when he's not got a play.com game in front of him? What does he play? So many questions we can ask. And prices, we can always ask prices for stuff if he knows it, and that's the thing. He should have everything in front of him, and if he does, uh, pretty much there's not going to be very many questions we're going to say, no, don't ask him this, don't ask him that. Not very much. And if he cannot come on, Sam is more than welcome to. So we'll be on the watch. I'm gonna be on the lookout for the rest of the afternoon in case I get an email stating that he wants to come on or he has declined. Would he be willing to do an East Coast convention? Yeah, exactly, John. Charlottesville, Virginia, right? Charlottesville, Lynchburg, Roanoke, um, Greensboro. Yeah. He's headed to Vegas in March for a Dice Gaming Convention. Oh, okay. Yeah. There's so much that he could, like he could tell us where he's going to stay in Vegas. That's not, trust me. If somebody tells you the hotel they're staying in Vegas, that's not like going out telling somebody your address. It's still very, very difficult to find somebody, even if you know the hotel. So it's a lot going on. Any questions in here right now for me? Like I say, Dave Tippett, Edmonton Oilers coach. So what do you think? The Washington's new name will be. It's not going to be the President. It's going to be the Admirals. It's the Admirals, I think, is what I was told. Admirals. Yes. It's not the President. I'm not guessing the Chargers for Harbaugh. I'm guessing the Vegas Raiders. Vegas Raiders. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, oh, that's excellent. Excellent. Very cool. Harris is calling me right now. Hold on for a second, guys. What's going on? All right. Okay. That's fine. Okay. No problem. No problem, my friend. I'm probably going to be off by 1 o'clock, but if we're able to pull a coup, if we're able to pull a coup off and have him before his live tonight, I'll let you know ahead of time. Generally he goes live on Thursday nights, like 8 o'clock, and if he does, if we could have him on 45 minutes prior to that, would be great. So we'll see what's happening. I'm on live right now with some guys, so they can hear you and me both talking. So All right. Sounds good. Bye bye. He won't be on until Monday. Oh, he's not going to do a Thursday? Okay. If Keith doesn't do a Thursday tonight, if he can do a Thursday with us, great. And that's the thing. He can do a 5:30 or 6 o'clock his time, which would be 6:30, 7:30 our time, which would work out great for the East Coast. It would work out wonderful. That was Harris Jessup had just called me, and yeah. So Harris is, I've contacted a lot of folks that would be very, very, very interested in at least watching or participating. One of the two. Um, we're going to see. Yeah, I heard that Klay Thompson's going to be playing tonight for his first game for the year. Um, yeah, and that's big for that's big for Golden State. You got a 1 o'clock? At 1 o'clock. Okay, it doesn't matter. I won't be on. I won't be on long. We're going to be on maybe a couple more minutes. If indeed we have Keith Avalon on tonight, I will have a 1 hour prior come on, and I will be like, "Look, Keith's coming on in a little bit," and just prepare people and let you guys know about it. Okay, I will not hold people to the curb and be like, "Okay, you know." Obviously, if I don't know anything, I can't tell anything. But if I know he's going to come on and he will be live with me, I will let you guys. I'll make it public as soon as possible. Um, get your questions written down, and if you're in chat, have them out cleared where we can read them well and we can present them to him. 45 minutes to an hour is not a long time. And when you give somebody a platform to talk, speak, a lot of times they'll go on a 6-8 minute, rant or talk. And there's nothing wrong with that. We just got to realize if we're going to ask questions, we got to get them in there. So if you do have any questions you'd like to feature to Keith Avalon or to Sam, either one, have them written down and present them to us if you're not live on the channel. We're going to have some live guests too. I want us to be shooting questions toward him the whole evening, and that way we can find out as much as we can about Keith, Sam, his family, and the company. And that's what we can do. My name's Rob. We're going to do everything we possibly can to have Keith on the channel. Can't promise you it's going to be today, tomorrow, whenever. When I do realize that this could be a realistic possibility, I will let you guys know right off. You'll not be asking me, well, Rob, are you going to have him on tonight? I'll let you know well in advance. Okay. If he's coming on at a certain time, I will come on here live one more time and do a video just simply stating this is what time we're going to go live tonight. Even if it's a 15, 18-second caveat, we'll do it and post it up as soon as possible. That way you guys can look at the channel, and we'll see what happens. My name's Rob. Thanks so much for checking the channel out and for supporting the channel. And if possible, let us say, maybe we can have Keith on the channel and we can ask him a ton of questions. God bless. Have a great, great day. Bye-bye.